If you dropped a cat into Jurassic World, could it survive safely for a day? Most people would assume that this 4-kilogram house cat would become a dinosaur's lunch within half an hour. But the paleontologist's simulations, scientists said a healthy adult cat might have a 68% chance of surviving 24 hours in the Jurassic. At 7 a.m., the Jurassic sun was already high, and the temperature was climbing fast to 28 degrees Celsius. This cat was named Makio, and it carefully slipped through a patch of cycad-like plants. Its first survival advantage was extraordinary sensory ability. A cat's hearing ranges from 20 Hz to 65 kHz, letting it hear high-frequency sound that humans and most dinosaurs could never detect. Its eyes were 6 times more sensitive in low light, and its sense of smell was 14 times stronger than ours. By then, Makio had already heard the rustling of a group of heterodontosaurs chewing on cycad leaves 50 meters away, and it had also caught the scent of some distant predator's mark. Without hesitation, Makio detoured around the herd. These 1.5-meter herbivorous dinosaurs were not aggressive, but if they panicked and stampeded, they could still kill a cat instantly. Makio took a mossy rock path instead, and its paw pads absorbed more than 90% of its footsteps, making it almost silent as it moved. That was crucial, because most Jurassic predators relied on hearing and vibration to locate prey. At 10 a.m., the first real threat appeared. A 3-meter-long megalosaurus burst out of the bushes. It was one of the most agile small predators of the Jurassic, able to run up to 40 kilometers per hour. The megalosaurus locked onto Makio, clearly seeing it as the perfect lunch. But Makio didn't run. Instead, it arched its back and let out a deep hiss. Its fur stood on end, making its body look twice as large. More importantly, a cat's hiss falls right in the range most dinosaurs hear most sharply, and it can cause intense discomfort. The megalosaurus hesitated, shocked by such a piercing, screeching sound. In that split second, Makio lunged forward and slammed a front paw hard into the dinosaur's nose. That's a classic feline tactic. Attack the most vulnerable part of the opponent. A megalosaurus's snout was packed with nerve endings, and the blow hurt so badly that it turned and fled in panic. Makio stood there, with its tail held high, watching the predator vanish into the trees. By noon, the temperature had reached 35 degrees Celsius. The Jurassic atmosphere contained about 26% oxygen, roughly 30% more than today. That sped up Makio's metabolism, but it also made the cat tire more easily. It found a small stream shaded by trees, carefully drank a few sips, and moved on. The water had more minerals than modern water, but no deadly pathogens. A modern mammal's immune system could handle most Jurassic microbes. The real danger came from large dinosaurs. At 2 p.m., a herd of 20-meter-long Brachiosaurus came to the stream to drink, and every step made the ground tremble. Makio pressed itself tightly behind a rock. For a 30-ton giant like that, a cat was no more than an ant. They'd never noticed something so small underfoot, but that was what made it dangerous. One careless footfall could flatten Makio into a pancake. Fortunately, Makio's reaction speed was 5 times faster than a human's, and over 3 times faster than most dinosaurs. It could react in 0.1 seconds and leap away before a Brachiosaurus's foot came down. Even better, the presence of those giant herbivores actually protected it. They drove away nearby mid-sized predators like Eustreptospondylus, which was more interested in those slow-moving giants and would never even notice a tiny cat by dusk. Makio faced the biggest crisis of the day, a 9-meter-long Allosaurus patrolling its territory. Its sense of smell was incredibly sharp, and it quickly picked up Makio's trail. The Allosaurus lowered its head, bringing its massive skull to within 3 meters of the cat. Its hot breath blew Makio's fur backward. At that critical moment, Makio made the smartest choice possible. It froze completely. The Allosaurus's vision was extremely sensitive to movement, but very poor at distinguishing still objects. That's a common trait of reptile eyes, and dinosaurs, as reptile descendants, inherited the same weakness. Makio held its breath, muscles taut, standing there like a statue. The Allosaurus tilted its head. It could smell prey, but it couldn't see anything moving. It sniffed around with its nose, its huge nostrils almost touching Makio's body. Then from far away, another Allosaurus roared. The predator hesitated, then finally turned away. It wasn't willing to waste too much energy on such a small meal, especially when its territory might be under threat. As night fell, the Jurassic became even more dangerous than daytime, but this was exactly Makio's domain. Its night vision let it see everything clearly, even in moonlight. It found a dry tree hollow and curled up inside to rest. Nocturnal predators like the bird-like dromaeosaurs also had decent night vision, but their agility and fighting power were still far below a cat's. At 6:17 the next morning, Makio yawned and crawled out of the hollow. Sunlight streamed through the leaves and fell across its body. It licked its paw and began grooming its fur. So the reason a cat can actually survive a day in the Jurassic isn't that it's incredibly powerful, but that it fits a perfect ecological niche at the margins. It's small, so it doesn't compete with large predators. It's agile and flexible, able to move through complex terrain. Its senses are sharp, so it can detect danger early, and it's cautious and suspicious, never taking reckless risks. These are traits the cat family has refined over tens of millions of years of evolution. Of course, if you stretch that to a week or a month, MAQ's survival odds would drop sharply. It would face hunger, disease, and the constant threat of stronger predators. But at least for that one day, this little modern cat proved in its own way the resilience and wonder of life in a world ruled by dinosaurs.